Hey guys. Ugh. Ugh. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm tired this morning. I actually just woke up a little bit ago. But I'm awake enough that I can bitch. That's the main thing. I'm awake enough I can bitch. So, taking a small, tiny break from, my, no, actually, I'm not taking a break from my government ranting, because this actually has to do with the government. So, for those of you that are paying attention, you guys have probably heard that the government is in threat of a shutdown. So, number one, I hope it happens. It needs to happen, and I will tell you why. Because the radical, extremist Republicans, hey, quit. Hey, stop it. Sorry, cats. Hey, baby. So the radical right extremists, I say no, known as Republicans, they want to call us names. We can call names right back. You want to fucking act like kindergartners? Well, so can we, motherfuckers. Anyway, so the say quit. So the radical right organizations, aka Republicans, are screaming that they want more funding for protection after the Comstock unaliving. They don't need it. They don't deserve it. And I'll tell you why. When Melissa Hortman and her husband, who were Democrat, were unalived in their home under the guise of a home invasion, did they get a Remembrance Day? No. Did Nazi terrorist Trump make any kind of contribution, condolence to their family, to, helping to fund the funeral? No. Did the Democrats ask for more money for protection? No. They strapped their pants on and they did what they had to do. But the pussy-ass Republicans are screaming that they want, more money for protection because their little poster boy Comstock got taken out. And here's my response to the pussy-ass Republicans. Grow the fuck up, pull your balls out of Trump's mouth, and it's called an open carry license. You get an open carry license, you carry a weapon, there's your fucking increased protection. Taxpayer dollars shouldn't have to go to fucking 24/7 surveillance for you assholes. And it is not going to go to surveillance for you assholes because you fucking assholes don't deserve the protection. You don't. Republicans do not deserve to be... Ow! Stop, baby. Republicans do not deserve to be protected. I don't give a fuck if 1,000 versions of Charlie Kirk get unalived. Republicans do not deserve protection status. Okay? Bottom line, they don't fucking deserve protection status. It is a pointless thing to have. Now, if the legitimate, legal president was in office, would she deserve protection? Absolutely. Ow! I say stop, baby. Owie. Does Trump deserve protection? No, absolutely not. He doesn't. Ow! I say. Sorry, my sweet baby. He's nomming on mommy. Does Trump deserve protection? No. Do Republicans deserve protection? No, absolutely not. If they're that fucking scared, ow! I say stop, honey. That hurts. Get out. Stop. Ow! Okay. Go that way. There. Go on. Mommy loves you. Okay, there. I'm covered up now. Now he can't bite me. He likes to go after my knee for some stupid reason. I don't know why. Anyway, sorry. But if the radicalist extremist Republicans, let's get it right because that's what they fucking are, if they're that terrified, then they need to get fucking open carry licenses. Carry weapons like anybody else. If they're that scared to carry a weapon, they need to sit down and shut the fuck up. Or just not show up to do their jobs if they're that fucking scared. The Republicans don't deserve to be protected. Nazi Trump doesn't deserve to be protected. His regime doesn't deserve to be protected. It would save a lot of taxpayer money, number one. Number two, yeah, he's over there having fun. He's just such a sweet baby. Yeah, he's over there chasing a bug. But, no, I mean, Democrats, like I said, Democrats didn't ask for extra funding for protection after Melissa Hortman and her husband got unalived. So why should we, as Democrats, make the same concession to the radicalist extremist Republicans, but yet they cannot concede and allow reinstatement of Medicare and Medicaid for hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people? That is why the government should be shut down. And I don't care if it's for a small amount of time or it's for the rest of fucking Nazi Trump's, stolen fucking... Look, for as long as Nazi Trump is going to be in office, if that is how long the government is shut down, so fucking be it. I don't give a shit. The government doesn't need to be open if they cannot rescind the Medicare and Medicaid slashes that they made on July 4th. It's stupid. It really is. It makes no fucking sense to me. Like, I'm completely... Well, I'm not so much surprised. It doesn't really surprise me that much that these assholes would demand more money to be protected, which, as I've said, they don't deserve it. They do not deserve taxpayers' money to be fucking protected. It's not right. There should be no government official that should be awarded protection under any circumstances. And the only reason, as I said, the Republicans are screaming about this is because their little poster boy cum sock got fucking taken out. That's the only fucking reason they're screaming about this. But yet, if they can't make the concession to reinstate Medicare and Medicaid for hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, then the government doesn't need to be open. Plain and fucking simple. The government needs to shut down. And I'm hoping it does. Now, Trump also mentioned that if the government does shut down, that there would be a quote-unquote closed country for a while. Now, to, the MAGA sheep, that would sound like an amazing thing. Nobody can go in, nobody can go out. But and Trump was even said that, oh, we'll take care of Social Security, blah, blah, blah. Fine. But the fact that a closed country means you can't get out, nobody is allowed to leave, and nobody is allowed to get in, try and fucking stop me from leaving, bitch. Try to stop me from leaving, because I guarantee you I will be on a plane out of this fucking country. And one way or another, I will not come back. So you can have your government shut down, and you can have your closed off little, island country, but don't expect me to be here, because I won't be. Don't expect my nephew to be here. Don't expect my friends to be here, because they won't be either, and I would love to see you fucking assholes try to stop us from leaving. But, yeah. So, bottom line, radicalist, extremist Republicans don't deserve protection. No government official deserves protection, because that's taxpayer money that can go to something more important, like, say, homeless shelters for veterans, or homeless shelters for, the homeless in general, better food, or better soup kitchens, bigger homeless shelters for children and families. You know, I mean, there's so much good that the taxpayers' money and the government budget can go to, you know, other than turning it over to fucking terrorist Trump and be like, oh, here, you can have it now, you can do whatever you want. You know, no, they need to reopen, you said. They need to reopen the Department of Education. You know, Trump needs to stop bowing and, you know, sucking the leader, you know, the leader of Israel's cock. You know, he needs to at least find some kind of a solution to help free Gaza. And yes, I am for freeing Gaza. You know, if Israel wants to fucking have it, I don't care. But at least get the innocents out of Gaza first. You know, yes, I do stand with Palestine. Do I believe that all Palestinians are bad? No. And my very first video that I made a few days ago when I first started this rant series, you know, it doesn't matter if you're Palestinian, if you're Muslim, they're not all bad. I mean, you can't take an entire group of Middle Eastern countries and say every single person of the Muslim faith is bad, because they are not. Now, are there bad people within the religion that radicalize it and turn it into terrorist cells and organizations? Absolutely. Look at ISIS. ISIS is a perfect example. But are all Palestinians and Israelis and Muslims like that? No, they are not. Do I believe that the good should be weeded out and protected? Yes. There are good Palestinians. There are good Muslims. There are good, you know, Israelis. You get them out. You weed out the good from the bad. You get the good ones out. And you take out the bad ones. That is how it should work. But that is not how Trump sees it. The whole thing with him, you know, going after these boats that supposedly have drugs on them. Where's the fucking proof that these fishing boats even have drugs on them to begin with? You're sinking them to the bottom of the fucking ocean with absolutely zero proof that there's any drugs on there. You're threatening a war with Venezuela over all of this, all of these, you know, pew-pewing these boats with absolutely no proof that there's any kind of, you know, illegal substances on them to begin with. You're just pew-pewing them to the bottom of the fucking ocean. And it's ridiculous and it's fucked up. But the core of this rant: shut the government down. The government doesn't need to operate. Republicans shouldn't be protected. No government official should be awarded any form of protection unless they pay for it out of their own pocket, and then they can hire private bodyguards. If you have to use taxpayers' money in order to protect an elected official, it doesn't need to happen. It doesn't need to happen. Trump doesn't need protection. Vance doesn't need protection. Nobody in his fucking regime deserves to be protected. If they want protection, they need to fucking fork the money over out of their own goddamn wallets, and they need to hire private bodyguards. That's their fucking protection right there. Don't waste taxpayers' money. Don't waste people's hard-earned money that are already struggling to make ends meet because of this fucking regime, just so they can have fucking plushy, you know, 24/7 surveillance. No, that's not how that shit works. You know, fire all of the and I'm going to say this, but not as a, you know, a Nazi term. Fire the Secret Service. Fire the SS, fire the SS guards. If Trump can supposedly pull money out to pay for those gaudy-ass fucking flags that are on the White House lawn, and he can pull all this fucking money out of his ass for destroying Jackie Kennedy's flower garden, which was a fucking dick move. Fuck you for doing that, Trump. And he can pull all this fucking money out of his ass to make the fucking White House look like, you know, Trash-a-Largo. He can pull money out of his ass for his own fucking private guards. We, as taxpayers, should not be funding his fucking patrols, his fucking safety net. Taxpayers shouldn't be funding safety nets for any level of government. They make the money, they can pull the money out of their own fucking asses, and they can hire their own fucking bodyguards. We should not be funding their protection. Plain and simple. Nobody. And it doesn't, and I am going to make one thing clear, and it doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on, left or right. You know, it does not matter whether you're Republican, whether you're Democrat. I will say it again. No government official should have protection on taxpayers' money. You feel so damn threatened, you pull the money out of your own fucking wallet and you hire a fucking private bodyguard or a private safety division, okay? It's not up to us to pay for your fucking protection because you whiny ass bitches are so fucking scared of getting popped off like your little poster boy Cumsock did. You want protection, don't look at the taxpayer money. You get it out of your own damn wallet. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave this here. I think I've said my piece. To all of the MAGA sheep that are attending the, Cumsock's funeral in Arizona, I don't fucking care. Drop his ass in the ground. He is now officially worm food. I'm not going to go over all that. I went over it yesterday. But yeah, Charlie Kirk is worm food. Government officials don't need protection on taxpayer money. Government needs to shut down indefinitely. That's exactly how I feel. The government needs to indefinitely shut down. And if that happens and Trump closes off the country, don't expect my ass to be here. So, yeah, have fun, guys. I will see you in another video later on that I'm going to be doing today. I was going to do Laura Loser, but I'm not sure if you guys know exactly who she is. So I will find somebody a bit more prominent to challenge. So, yeah. All right. As always, guys, stay safe. If you like the video, like, share, love it or hate it. You know, I take comments. As I said, I will also be putting this up on my YouTube channel. If you guys want, you can go over there and see it. And stay strong. I know shit's fucking dark right now, but we are a lot stronger than Trump says we are. We have more voices than Trump, than the sheep. And, you know, don't stay silent. Don't stay quiet. You know, use your voice. Fucking speak up. You know. Now, I do, as a small side note, those of you who want to get into my Discord, and those of you that are in my Discord, I am going to have a very, very special section. I am not going to say what that section is. I am leaving it strictly for those in the Discord server. If you guys want to get in the Discord server, it's over on my YouTube channel. If you scroll down and you click the link to my Discord, you guys will see the little special spot in there. You guys will know what I'm talking about. Those of you who are already in the Discord, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to start making several messages in there. I would highly urge interaction. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna throw this up, and I will see you guys in the next rant. All right, bye guys.